So what's going on, guys? I did a video the other day. I did a video the other day regarding a video doorbell, and that was from the company XTU, and that was the J7C version. Well, today we're looking at the J7 Plus version. Like I said, these are not comparison videos. They are two totally different doorbells, and it all depends on what you physically want and need. But when it comes to protecting your front door, your house, your area, your flat bungalow, you name it. So today we're going to be looking at this. This is a battery operated doorbell camera. Let's get into it. So I did a video the other day regarding the X2U J7C. Now this is the J7 Plus, and this is also a battery powered doorbell. As we can see, it is 100% wire free, no cords, no wires, no worries. It is 1080p HD, clear night vision, PIR motion detection, real-time alerts. We've got a wireless chime, full duplex two-way audio, rechargeable battery built in, as well as cloud and local storage. So let's get into it and actually see what we get in the box. So first of all, I always find that very, very satisfying. Alright, I'm going to organize this and we'll go from there. So first of all, we do have a USB to micro USB cable going on there for actually charging the camera to start off with. We do get two little adhesive pads going on right there, so it allows you for easy access. We do get a Torx bit like we did with the previous one. I believe that's either a T10 or a T15. I'm not 100% sure which one. We get a set of 3 screws and also 3 plugs. We also get a Torx securing screw. So this is going to be from the bottom of the camera right there. So basically attaches the back case to the front of the camera itself. We get 3 AA batteries, which have already been supplied with the camera itself. We get a user manual. This is pretty much going to tell you everything you need to know about getting this connected up to the app and everything that we need to know what is actually going on. We get a sound module here, which also has a little port at the back full of batteries, which is where the 3 AA batteries are going to come. This can be situated anywhere in the house, which you are predominantly going to be sat. And then we also have the camera itself as well as the backing plate. So we get both of those, which is quite handy. Now, the backing plate itself is extremely simple. We have a all plastic design with 2 countersunk holes going on either side there, which is going to actually be fitted to the device or to the area we're going to be using. We have the camera itself, which we're going to go to in just a second. The manual itself is very intuitive. It's going to tell you everything you need to know about downloading the app, how to get it connected, which we're going to go through in just a second, which is very handy. Now, we do have the module itself, which I'm actually going to get plugged in already. So as we see, the module itself is extremely simple. We do have a sound module going on there with some LED indicators. We do have a micro USB port going on the bottom, as well as 3 different tunes at the bottom. So we have a brightness setting, we have a sound setting, as well as a music setting. And then we also have a little model code going on there. So I am going to pop in the batteries right now. I believe it is quite handy that they actually supply you with the batteries. A lot of companies won't actually supply batteries anymore. Obviously, that's all due to the company, but we're going to pop that in there. So that's all plugged in. And what we're going to do is power this on. So I believe... Okay, so pretty much what this is a sound module. So when someone does click the bell, instead of just getting a notification on your phone, you will also get a notification through this guy, which is very nice to see. I do like that aspect because you're not always going to be at your phone. Obviously, a lot of people, but you're always going to be roughly in the area of where your phone's going to be. So that is definitely a good little thing to have. Now we've went through all the little accessories. What we actually need to do is get this actually bad boy typed up and actually connected up. So what we're actually going to do is follow the manual as well as follow my phone, because my phone is pretty much the key area. So what we're going to do is actually follow the manual. So the manual itself says, when I actually open it, so it is also through the Clear. Is it Clear? So the app is controlled by an app called Clear Sound. Is it Clear Sound? No, Cloud Edge. My apologies. So it's through an app called Cloud Edge. As we can see, we have the QR codes here for iOS as well as Android. I already have it downloaded as I have several devices already connected to it. But obviously it's as simple as just scan the code, download the app, and you are pretty much good to go. And then what we're actually going to do is follow it from there. So I'm going to do a quick screen recording. So I'm currently screen recording, so you'll be able to see my screen on one side. So what we're actually going to do is go into the Cloud Edge app. We're going to leave that there just for now because we have a few devices already connected. And we're going to follow what it actually says. So first of all, it says power on the camera. Now, first of all, we do have the actual doorbell button itself. We do have a microphone as well as a sensor and also the lens going on right there. Now, on the left-hand side here, we do have a small port, which is a micro USB port going on there. Also with an LED indicator going on right there. So that's going to be telling you whether it's charged. On the back, we have the tampered button as well. So when this is actually depressed into the case like that, that button is going to be depressed. If someone says, I don't know, someone tries to steal your camera, this is going to let off and it's going to give you a notification, tell you someone's messing around with your camera. On the opposite side here, we do have another inspection window. Now, this inspection window does feature the on-off switch, a reset button, as well as the micro USB port. So what we're actually going to do is turn this on. So there we go. Straight away, we have a little LED indication there, which is red at the moment. So what we need to do is follow... So what we actually need to do is follow the instructions. So at the moment, it tells us to turn the power on, which we have done. And then what we're going to do is follow it from there. So number 3 is connect the camera to Wi-Fi. So to connect the camera successfully, please allow the Cloud Edge app, which is also through the QR code, to use the cellular data first to run the app. The camera only supports 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So if your Wi-Fi is 5 gigahertz, don't worry, you can go into your router settings to actually change it to 2.4 gigahertz. It is extremely easy. You'll be able to go through your provider's website and actually figure out how to do it. So then you've got to make sure the camera and your mobile device are close to the router, which they are. Press the power button once to make sure to wake up the camera from sleep mode, and then insert the reset pin and press the reset button. So I'm going to click this once, which I've just pressed it there. I'm also going to press the reset button for 5 seconds until it starts clicking. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Just had an indication noise. So what I'm going to do is close that port. I'm going to leave it down to the side and we're going to go to the next step. The next step is to connect and scan the QR code. So I'm going to go onto the app. I'm going to click add a new device, battery, camera.
Hold the device power button to start the device.
So it's telling me to hold the battery command, which I've already done. So we're going to click on next.
Please reset the device by holding the reset button for 5 seconds. For the indicator light to flash.
So it's telling me to hold the reset button for between 5 seconds, which we've already done. I'm going to click on next. And then it's asking me to sign into a 2.4 gigahertz Wi-Fi. So I need the connector one first, which I have one labeled up as camera. So what it's telling us to do now is that we need to remove the film from the camera itself, which we've already done. And we actually need to scan a QR code via the app. So what I'm going to do now is click on next. It's going to give us a QR code. And all I'm going to do is separate it about 5 to 8 inches away from the camera. And there we go. Immediately it detected the QR code. So from here, all I need to do is click on next, and it's going to take the next 2 minutes to 2 to 10 minutes, 2 minutes and 10 seconds, sorry, connecting to the device, making sure everything works. But the one thing I will say, when it actually does connect, if you've got your phone right next to the camera, make sure you do mute the app, because obviously the interference with the device being so close can cause a little bit of distortion. So click on next. Yep, next. It's going to gather that. As we can see, we have the area it's going to be. I'm going to click on OK. And then I'm going to click on the device. So it is this one. So I have just muted the device because obviously I don't want to deal with any interference. But as we can see from the camera alone, it's starting to move around. You know, there's my messy room, my microphone, and that is extremely clear. Obviously, we are going to go through the process of actually getting this all connected up, so don't worry. But again, we'll go through a few things about the app on the screen recording, and we'll go from there. So on the main screen as well, we do have the name of the camera, the actual image going on here, which can be made bigger. And it's also got 2 options, which is standard definition and also high definition. So it allows for that more of a clearer view on wherever this is, whether this be your front garden, your back garden, your property, your rented area, you name it. So you're definitely going to get 100% pure view of what this actually looks like. I'm just going to wait for it to finish setting up the video for HD.
So I've got that set up in HD. So a little bit about this else on the screen. So we do have the bit rate, which is around about 30 to 40 kilobytes per second. We have the Wi-Fi strength, which is about 75%. And I am actually quite a far away distance from the actual router. I'm a few rooms over, as well as in the room above. So I am quite a far distance away. The camera itself actually has just over 0.5% of the battery, so we can utilize it from that. And then on the live features, we do have screenshots, so you can take a screenshot of what's going on in the image. We have intercom, which allows us to have two-way audio through the camera itself, which is pretty cool. So if we do see something that we don't like or we want to capture, we can click the record button. And then in the bottom right hand corner, you'll see the little record symbol. So this is just basically telling you that you are now recording video. When you stop recording it, it will hold it and save it in either the cloud or the SD card that you actually have with this device. So we have motion detection as well, so it depends if you want this camera to go off every time you see motion going past the camera or someone going towards it. So this is after turning it on, you can monitor a human's behaviour who stands in front of your device, and it will set off an alarm alerting you that there's someone either at your door or someone's there that you don't want them to be. So we also have the tamper alarm. Now at the moment it's unlocked, but onto the back of the camera we do have this little button here, which is obviously a little clicky button. When it's actually in the case and actually secured by the screw at the bottom, that is actually pressed in. So if someone does try to, I don't know, for instance, remove the camera without your permission, the anti-tamper alarm will set off an alarm alerting you that someone is messing around with your camera that shouldn't be. We have a siren as well, so the siren is there to actually alert people or alert your neighbours that something's going on. So I'm going to quickly play this. I apologise for the loud sound. So as we can see, it is relatively a large siren. If someone is in your property, around your property, doing things they shouldn't and you're capturing it, set the siren off and I guarantee they will think, oh no, I need to leave, I need to get out of here. So if we do scroll right as well, we do have our album. So if I click on the album, it'll let you see any screenshots or videos you have taken, and it'll also give you a date and a timestamp with that also. Now, if we go up to history, history is pretty much self-explanatory. We have a calendar, alert, screenshot, record, and also album. And as the moment, it says SD card not detected because I don't have one in yet. But what this will do, it'll show you increments throughout the entire day at specific times of when the camera actually detected movement, detected something going on, and you can actually watch it back, play it back, and actually save it. So you are always on top of what's going on. Now we also have the cloud. What the cloud is, it offers you to be able to upload your photos and videos to a cloud instead of a memory card. So if you want to activate this, you do get 7-day trial for free. Then after that, you will pay, but it makes it a little bit more convenient instead of having to have a memory card at all times. So that's also a good thing to have. So then if we go over to the settings, we do have quite a few things going on here. We do have our device information, if you want to receive alert notifications, and also installation guides. So if you do buy another one of these or you get another one and you don't want to go through the instructions, you can click on the installation guide and it'll help you out from there. We have device share, so basically means that we can share the video, the footage, the recordings and photos with other people. And this actually allows them to share it. So this can be with friends, family, brothers, sisters, even nannies or babysitters, all that good stuff. So they have full access to only what you want them to. We also have location management as well, so you can find out the location of where the camera is. We have time settings, image settings, and sound settings. So you can change the time, the image settings from a night vision mode and also anti-flicker between 50 and 60 Hertz. We have time settings, which is 12 or 24-hour clock, and also sound settings. So this allows you everything from your speaker, the speaker volume, your microphone, to also recording voice. So we do have the chime settings. Obviously, we do have the wireless chime, which also comes with it, which we did go through, which we can change all the settings, which is very cool. That doesn't have to be plugged in. It is battery powered, so that can go anywhere you really want. Probably the most prominent area in the house where you normally do, relax or chill out. We have voice message as well, so we can pre-record a voice message when someone does click the button. So it could be anything like, I'm waiting for a parcel, could you just leave it at this location? Makes life a little bit easier if you don't have the time to go on your phone. We have alarm management, so this can be motion detection as well as that tamper alarm. Like I said, we were talking about the tamper alarm before onto the back of the actual doorbell. We have battery management, so this will tell us how it's powered by battery. It's 68% remaining, and also you can a schematic of charging. So it will show you different ways you can charge it, how to charge it, and also electricity usage. It will show you how much electricity you've used since you've had this installed, which is very cool. So we do have We do have recording management as well, so it'll be event recording when you've got an SD card, as well as the capacity of the SD card, so it'll tell you how much capacity you have left, but we don't have one installed at the moment. We have cloud storage settings. Like I said, this is pretty much instead of having an SD card, so this is going to allow you to upload everything onto a cloud, making life a lot easier. And then we also have checking for a new version. This will allow you to update the device, obviously via the app and wirelessly, so you don't need to plug it in or anything like that. So it's really, really cool. As well as that, we do have restart device and delete device, so if you're not going to use it anymore or you've got an issue with it, you can either reset the device, delete the device, and restart it up. And that is pretty much all of it. So what we're actually going to do is head outside and actually swap this out, get this camera changed over, and I'll put some footage up of what it looks like outside the property of me walking towards. But, sorry, the one thing I did forget, if I actually go off this, go onto my home screen, if I click the doorbell, so it says 105-42137, you have a visitor. Obviously, I'm going to decline it for now. But like I said, it will act as like someone's basically phoning you. So it'll actually come up as a phone call, so it obviously allows you to answer it and be like, right, I need to actually speak to someone here. So relatively real cool. So let's go get this installed and see what we're working with.
So guys, thank you very much for watching the video. So this is a pre-recorded before I actually installed it onto my door, hence the fact we still have the camera with us. But I have to admit, I've always been a big thing when it comes to security. Like I've said on many of my videos, especially the other video, security is one of my biggest things, especially when it comes to protecting my home, my family, my friends, and also my objects. So I have to admit, a video doorbell really can be your next best friend when it comes to protecting your area, or even if you, for instance, park your motor vehicles, your cars, your motorbikes, your cycles, all that sort of stuff in front of your property. This can help protect it no matter what. But also for when it comes to things like, say, if you do unfortunately get the habit of someone trying to air break into your house, steal your property, you have physical video evidence. So when it comes to actually perpetrating the persons or personnel, or when it comes to even finding where your products are or your property is, it makes life so much more easier. At a very little expense, you could save yourself so much money in the long run. Like I said, these really are incredible bits of kit. You can protect your home. You don't have to worry about who's going to be knocking at your door or who's at your door. You can physically have two-way audio of the person or personnel in front of you. You know, you might not be in to receive a package. You might be asking them to put it somewhere else, so you don't have to worry about re-deliveries or picking it up yourself. you know, the list really is endless. So I have to admit, if you are interested in protecting your area, home, flat, bungalow, you name it, drop down the links in the description. There'll be a link for this camera as well as the one I did a review on the other day, as well as their website. But if you do get one, you are struggling slightly, drop me a comment down the comment section below. I'm always more than happy to help. If I don't know the answer, I guarantee I'll be able to find the answer. But as always, thanks very much for watching, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. And always just have a safe day.